And welcome back, everybody, to another live reaction here at I'm Not a Coach. I'm your host, Dave Huerta. Thank you so much for joining us, man. We got a good matchup to start off football Sunday, man. The Denver Broncos going up against the Super Bowl defending, undefeated Philadelphia Eagles, man. This should be a good, man. We got two borderline great defenses so far this season, man. They're going to be going up against two offenses that can put up points in bunches, especially that Philadelphia offense, man. Sometimes they can lull you into sleep early, and then in the fourth quarter, man, they just start scoring touchdown after touchdown. And Bo Nix and this Broncos team, do not let them sleep on you, man. They can get touchdowns. They can run the ball. They are looking better and better as the season progresses. So this should be a really good matchup. We got David Stegosaurus in the chat, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Happy Sunday. Will the lights be orange and green? Get your predictions out now. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Look at that, man. David on the ball here, man. Actually, you know what, man? Let's change it up. Yeah, let's go orange here, man. Look at that. Boom. Beautiful. But yeah, man. Welcome. Hopefully your weekend is going well, man. If you're here for the first time, thank you so much. I appreciate you. We're going to be doing 3 games today. After this game, we're going to be doing the late afternoon game, and then, of course, Sunday night, Patriots-Bills. That should be a really good matchup. But, yeah, man, we're ready to go. So how was your weekend? Let me know your predictions. Let me know what you think of this game. And are we going to see A.J. Brown reading a book on the sidelines? Put your money in, all right? Over and under, how many pages does he go throughout the game? But yeah, man, I'm obviously I think I have to go with Philly on this one. I think Bo Nix and the Broncos are going to be pretty solid, but I think Philly's going to get a big win here. Kick is away, and it's caught at the 11 and across the 30 down to the 31, and that is where Bo Nix and this Denver offense will start. Let's see here. Yeah, last time we saw the Broncos on the channel, it was actually getting a big win on Monday Night Football against the Cincinnati Bengals. It was a 28-3 victory. They just looked dominant basically from the start. All right, Bo in the shotgun. Hands it off to the running back up the middle there, and we'll get it down near the 35. Gain of about 4 for the Broncos. And there we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, they're showing some highlights here from that Cincy game a couple days ago. 2nd and 7. Nix under center. Single receiver to the right side. Single back in the backfield. It's going to be a toss to the right. He's got some room, and we'll get it across the 35, and we'll fight for about 3 to 4 yards. That is the former Charger/Raven, J.K. Dobbins. He's having a pretty nice season as well. Yeah, the Broncos have a great tandem back there in the backfield, man. They got J.K. Dobbins. They got R.J. Harvey. The rookie, they got all the initials in the backfield, and both of them are playing pretty darn well. All right, we got 3rd and 4. Bo in the shotgun, running back to his left. Got 2 receivers on that left side as well. Bo looking, throws deep to the right, and goes right through the hands of, I believe that it might be Sutton. Yes, it is. Cortland Sutton working on Mitchell. And once again, perfect throw by Bo Nix, man, but it just goes right through the hands of Cortland Sutton. I picked the Eagles to win, but really a tie is ideal as both teams are annoying. Oh man. I mean, yeah, as a KC fan, I understand that, man. Obviously, you got a division rival in the Broncos, and then you also have a team uh, the Eagles obviously stealing a Super Bowl win from you last season. So tell me how you really feel, Dave. All right, the punt went into the end zone, so it's going to be a touchback. So the Eagles are going to have some decent field position to start. Last 10 home games for the Eagles, 10 and 0. All right, Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his right, single receiver to that right side. Fakes the handoff, rolling to his right, and the ball is batted at the line. Oh, look at that. We got some bots. We got some bots. Always fun to know that the channel is getting big enough there to get these. Always fun. All right, after that batted pass, it'll be 2nd and 10. Ball at the 20. Three receivers on that left side. Hurts looking, has a whole lot of time. Now begins to roll to the left and gets it out to A.J. Brown for a gain of about 3. There we go. Looking. Hurts has all day to throw deep to the right and overthrows his tight end there. And that was a throw to Dallas Goddard, man. He just lost the ball in the air. I wasn't sure if it was the sun or just not a great route angle. But yeah, unable to locate the ball and just missed him by about 2 yards. So that's going to be a quick 3-and-out for the Eagles, man. Surprisingly inefficient offensively. But once again, like I said, the Eagles offensively tend to start slow and then they explode sometime in the second half. And a nice return there by Mims. Let's go. All right, let's look at some inactives here for each team. Yeah, luckily for the Eagles, no major inactives here. Now would be perfect time for Bo Picks. Bo Picks. Yeah, the Eagles only with 4 inactives coming into this game. Sam Howell, who's will be the emergency third quarterback. They got Mac McWilliams, number 22. Xavier Gibson, the former New York Jet, and then I believe an offensive lineman, Drew Kendall. So those are the only inactives for the Eagles today. So luckily for them, no major injuries, and as well as Nothing too crazy when it comes to inactives. All right, looks like we're coming back here from the commercial break. We got Bo Nix under center, two receivers stacked up on that left side, single back in the backfield. Nice little end around to the right. He's got some blockers and a gain of 9. That is Marvin Mims getting some touches early here in this game. Oh boy. All right, Bo under center here. Handoff up the middle, and that's a first down for the Broncos across the 40 down to the 42. All right, Bo in the shotgun, running back to his left, single receiver to that right side, and a quick throw, and that's going to be a gain of maybe 4 for Marvin Mims. But David, what do you think of the Monday night matchup, man? KC Jaguars. That should be a pretty decent game for Monday night. I'm actually looking forward to that one. All right, we got Bo under center, play action, roll into his right, pressured immediately, and right through the hands of his tight end. Atkins unable to haul that one in. It went right through his hands, bounced back. Luckily, there was no defenders behind him. Already, the Broncos with 2 early drops. Obviously, Sutton had that one down the right sidelines that would have gotten them in scoring position. And now Atkins here setting up a 3rd and 6 after that drop. Chiefs need a win. It's true, man. True. Boom. Quick throw to the right, and it's going to be a first down. Cortland Sutton catching it for 7 yards. Woo, Bo Nix, man. Not only did he catch that bad snap that kind of went off to the left there, rolling to his right, off platform, delivering a strike in pretty decent coverage to Cortland Sutton. So, good job, man. And there's pressure, too. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 47 of Philly. Bo in the shotgun, running back to his right, hands it off, and it's good for about maybe a yard. J.K. Dobbins taken down by Jalen Carter, man, the big man. Yeah, man, I do not blame you feeling like the Chiefs need a win, man. They definitely need some momentum. They've won the last 2, but the Jags are probably one of the better teams right now in the AFC. Another delayed handoff up the middle, and this one good for about 4 yards. Getting it down near the 43. All right. Condensed formation. Bo Nix in the shotgun. Looking. Throws over the middle and will come up just shy of the first. Gain of only about 3 yards down to the 40. In non-football news, I discovered that whipped cream vodka in my hard root beer makes it better. So that's the thing. Ooh. Ooh. So wait, is it like vodka infused whipped cream, or is it just vodka and whipped cream and you put it together? Oh, and I think they got the Eagles to jump off sides potentially here. Encroachment, yep. That's going to be on the Eagles, man, and that'll be a first down. And they got the Georgia Bulldog, man. Jalen Carter. That was a damn good play right there, man. Bo Nix under center, ball at the 35, handoff to the left, and Harvey brought down for a loss of 2. It's vodka flavored with whipped cream, so it's just a sweet taste to it. Nice, man. Heck yeah. Very nice, man. I'm gonna have to try that. I'm gonna have to try that, man. I try to stay away from sweets as much as I can, but hey, you gotta. That's awesome. I like that. All right, got Bo Nix in the shotgun, running back to his right. Single receiver to that right side as well. Bo has a little bit of time. Hit as he throws, and it's a fumble. And I think the Eagles fell on it, man. And it's saying the Eagles get the ball. First turnover. Oh, boy. It's going to be close, man, because he was definitely throwing it. That's a Cooper DeJean. No, man, that's an empty throw. That's a fumble. R.J. Harvey unable to stop Cooper DeJean from getting his hand on the throw. That's a fumble, man. Also, Seastrom will be happy that Texas A&M won. Minnesota Gophers failed us by losing to Ohio Crap University. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. See, man. So why nothing good comes from Minnesota. The Vikings, no. Minnesota Gophers, no. And the worst thing about both those teams, man, they're not good enough to win championships, man. Like if you're gonna be annoying, at least win a natty, win a Super Bowl, something. God, otherwise you're just wasting people's times. Ugh, I hate Minnesota. And the Mall of America, terrible, terrible, terrible. I think I hear the Minnesotians coming after me, man. Oh, Jim Leonard is defensive pass coordinator for the Broncos. All right. Oh, they're overturning it? I don't know, man. All right, well, it's going to be incomplete. Cowboys and Jets are tied at 3. And throw over the middle and incomplete after all that. The Broncos are not going to be able to come away with a touchdown. They're going to have to settle for another field goal here. Alrighty. Come on, get us our first point of the game. Will Lutz in to kick this 55-yarder. And whoa, that thing had a curve to it, but it was a good one. We got our first point of the game, courtesy of Will Lutz leg. Yeah, that thing looked like it was gonna go wide right, and then it just like a freaking curveball. It just. Yeah, let's look around the league here. Let's look around the NFL. I'm telling you, man. I guarantee you, I should probably do at some point like just a supercut of just some of the suggestive or double entendres that happen throughout this channel, man. You know, everybody looks like a curve, right? Just adding to the supercut at this point. All right, looking around the league, still obviously early in the noon games here. Cowboys and Jets, like David said, tied at 3 with just under 5 minutes left. And then Giants on top of the Saints, 7-0 with 8:26 in the first. With 2 minutes in the first quarter, Raiders ahead 3-0 over the Colts. Dolphins ahead of the Panthers 3-0 as well. Obviously, Broncos and Eagles. And then Texans on top of the Ravens 7-3 with 2 minutes left in the first. So it's early, but not many touchdowns going on. And then on top of that, early this morning over there across the pond, the Vikings getting a big win over the Browns 21-17, scoring a last-second touchdown to spoil Dylan Gabriel's NFL first NFL start. And the Browns look good offensively, man. They were starting to run the ball a little bit better. Judkins is looking like the guy for the Browns, and Dylan Gabriel was far and away better than Joe Flacco. He was willing to take some risk. He had some really nice freaking throws, man. There was one to the right sideline. I think it was in the third quarter. It was just a great throw to David Njoku. And it's going to be returned by the Eagles here to the 10 to the 15 and taken down around the 16. That is the former Jaguar Tank Bigsby on the return. But yeah, dude. Yeah, Dylan Gabriel, he looked good. I think I think he's an improvement over Joe Flacco. We'll see if he can kind of not only can he progress, but once they're starting to get some film on him, is he going to still be able to play at a relatively higher level than Joe Flacco at this point? All right, we got 1st and 10 for the Eagles. It'll be right at the 17. Handoff, Saquon, and I think it might be his first carry of the game here. Picks up about 3 down to the 20. Tank Bigsby sounds like a nickname of a bumblebee. Yeah, heck yeah, man. All right, we got shotgun running back behind Hurts. Throws over the middle here and gets it out to A.J. Brown. All right, man. We'll see if A.J. Brown has more catches than he has pages read in this game. And that'll be a 1st down for the Eagles. Nice little inside route there against Patrick Surtain. All right, 2 receivers to the right. Hurts in the shotgun, play action. Has some time and gets it out to Saquon for a gain of about 4, maybe 5. Singleton on the tackle. Right, Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his left. 2 receivers to that right side. It's going to be a toss to Barkley. He's got some room. He's to the 40, 45, and down near the 50, and a big 1st down run for Saquon Barkley. Yeah, just a nice little toss. Cut it just behind the left tackle there. Oh boy. We got more. We got more. All right. 2 receivers to the right. Saquon to the left there. Gets it out to his tight end. And he'll get it down near the 44. In Broncos territory are the Philadelphia Eagles. All right, 2nd and 3. Shotgun running back to his left, hands it off to Saquon, and he's going to get the 1st down and some more down near the 35. Actually, no, that is not Saquon. That's actually the former Green Bay Packer A.J. Dillon. I don't know why, but Dillon looks smaller than he did in Green Bay. Guess they don't have some good cheese curds over there in Philly. All right, 4 receiver set. Quick throw to the right. And that's going to be a gain of about 8 or 9. That is Devonta Smith. All right, we got 2nd and 1, ball at the 27 here. 2 receivers stacked up on the left. Hurts in the shotgun with a running back to his left. Brown in motion. Handoff. Oh, nice fake to the 20, to the 15. And that's a big catch and run by Calcaterra, the backup tight end. Comes up a little slow. Might have taken a shot right there in the back. Ooh. Yeah, Yeah, that defender was coming in like a missile, man. All right, shotgun. Hand off to Dylan. He's going to find his way for a gain of about 3 inside the 15. All right, so the number one red zone offense going up against the number one red zone defense. Should be good. Should be a good matchup here, man. And we have a offensive lineman for the Eagles here coming up with a limp. Oh, jeez, had a Bronco and his teammate roll up on that left ankle. That is the left guard Landon Dickerson. All right, 2nd and 7 here. Forward receiver set. Hurts in the shotgun with a running back to his left. Ball at the 12. Ooh, delay. There we go. Rolling to his right. Pressure is getting to him. And he's going to take off and run for a gain of maybe a yard. All right, we got 3rd and 8 coming up here. Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his right. 3 receivers to that left side. Hurts running out of time, throws to the left, and incomplete. Trying to get it to Devonta Smith, but that is Riley Moss on the coverage. All right, man. The Broncos defense holds up in the red zone. All right, Jake Elliott in for this 31-yarder, man. It should be a pretty easy kick for the veteran kicker, and it's right down the middle. Bam. All right, man. We got some field goals. All right, we got a score. We got a score. But let's start to get some freaking touchdowns. But like I said, man, both of these defenses, I think, are the strongest points of both of these teams. Like if these teams decide if they make the playoffs, if they make a deep run, a large part of that is going to be how dominant their defense is. Their offenses are good. They got weapons. But dang, dude, like you saw what Philly did during that Super Bowl run. Again, they did it against the Packers. They did it against Jaden Daniels, and then obviously they did it against Patrick Mahomes. That defense was just dominant at times throughout that playoff run. So yeah. And I completely forgot to talk about this when I mentioned the Houston Texans and Ravens. Right now, that's still 7-3, but Lamar not in at quarterback. Man, he is out, and it's actually Cooper Rush as the starting quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens this week. Right now, Derrick Henry 5 carries for just 6 yards. So yeah, the Texans are like, yeah, we're gonna stop Derrick Henry, and we'll see what Cooper Rush can do against us. Oh boy. There we go. And it'll be bobbled and recaptured by the Broncos across the 20 to the 25. Fights another tackle, and we'll get it down near the 29. That is RJ Harvey, who's had a little bit of an up and down game so far, man. Wasn't able to haul that one initially. Bounced around on the ground for a little bit, caught it, and made a decent run afterwards, getting it near the 30. Haha, the Broncos and Eagles have as many points as the Jets. How pathetic. Yeah, these teams suck. God. First and 10. Play action. Bo throwing to the right and finds his man. That is Troy Franklin, his former Oregon Duck teammate, and we'll get it down near the 49, near midfield. Woo! All right, man. That is it. That is the end of the first. Philadelphia 3, the Denver Broncos 3. Yeah, so far it's been a weird quarter. There wasn't a whole lot of offense. The defenses so far are kind of ruling the day a little bit here. A lot of bend but don't break. Some almost near turnovers for each team, and I think these offenses are going to start getting going at some point here. I think midway through the second, we'll get a couple touchdowns. I think before the half. The The Dolphins have scored more points than the Eagles and Broncos combined. It's against the Panthers, but it's still fun stat. I don't know, David. I think you're just finding any reason right now to poop on these teams. And I respect that, man. The pettiness, you know how I feel about it. It's always fun to be petty. All right. We're back here. Ball at the 49. First and 10. Bo Nix in the shotgun. Two running backs on either side. It's going to be a nice little throw, and that is to J.K. Dobbins down the left sideline, picking up about 4 or 5 yards. I keep on forgetting that both RJ and Dobbins are kind of like short running backs. All right, we got 2nd and 5. Ball just outside the 45 of Philly. Fullback, running back here. Another nice little handoff up the middle. J.K. Dobbins stiff arming a man for a first down and getting some big yardage on that one. Picks up nearly 10 yards on the run. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 36. Single receiver to the left. Bo in the shotgun with a running back to his right. Hands off, bouncing to the left, cuts it inside, across the 30, down to the 29, and that's a gain of 6 yards for J.K. Dobbins. Oh, my goodness. Boom, there we go. Now that's accurate. All right, Bo under center here, single receiver to the left. Hand off to Dobbins to the right. He's going to try to bounce it outside. He gets the first, but they do have a flag in the backfield, so I think this one is going to be coming back. Correct. Champagne has run it on the top of the side of his play. Yeah, I saw that. Sometimes you need reminders, man. Sometimes you need reminders. All right, we got 2nd and 8. 12:47 left in the second quarter. Play action. Bo looking, throwing it deep to the left and just outside the outstretched hand of his receiver, man. Oh, man. If he was able to just take off just a little bit, maybe throw a little extra air under it, I think Mims would have caught that one in stride. Because there was nobody in front of him, man. All right, Bo alone in the shotgun. Running back, motioning back in. He's got a single receiver to that left side. Pressure, and down goes Bo. Why didn't you just throw it away, dude? And that was Zadarius Smith, man, the former the former Green Bay Packer, current Philadelphia Eagle, getting the sack there on Bo Nix. Bo, unfortunately, taking that sack knocked him out of field goal range. Yeah, they lost 13 yards on that one. Overthrow. Ooh, the Giants have scored 14 on New Orleans. Dang, man. New Orleans. That's tough, man. It's going to be a tough season for New Orleans, man. They knew it coming in, and it just, yeah, it's not going to be their year, man. The only good thing that can come out of this, man, is if Spencer Rattler develops into a really solid quarterback. If that happens, if Spencer Rattler turns into a guy that shows signs of being able to build a franchise around, that'll be worth whatever this season is likely going to be. And punt is away. And fair caught inside the 10 down to the 9. Looks like Philly used the timeout here. Yeah, man, dude, Bo's name, you can do so much with it, man. Whether I don't know if it's because it's short, but you can do so much with it. Bo overthrow, Bo picks, little Bo peep, boom. I'm trying to think here. Oh, this is kind of mean, but little Bo picks. You know, if he starts throwing a lot of picks, you can do that. That could be a nickname for him. Um, if he says something wrong, Bo don't know. See, man, you can do so much with Nix's name. Yeah, I'm trying to look at an update for Landon Dickerson, but nothing so far. Likely going to be questionable to return, if anything. Yeah, both Hurts and Bo Nix, man, have a combined 11 for 19, just over 40 yards for both. First and 10, ball officially at the 10. Hurts in the shotgun, hands it off. Saquon able to be patient and picks his way down to the 14. And we got second and 6 coming up here for the Eagles. Jalen in the shotgun, running back to his left. Single receiver to the right side. Another handoff. Saquon, and he will pick up about 4 yards. That could have been a dangerous tackle, man, because Saquon got hit low as he was kind of planting that, I think it was that right foot. And the update, there we go. Landon Dickerson, questionable to return. We got 3rd and 2. Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his right. Quick throw to the left, gets it to A.J. Brown, and he is down near the 28. Uh-oh. We got a highlight here from the Jets and Cowboys game, and the Cowboys with a touchdown. All right, man. Seastrom must be happy. We got 3 receivers to the right side. Hurts in the shotgun with a running back to his right as well. Delayed handoff. A.J. Dillon unable to get any positive yardage. Will lose maybe a yard on the play. Oh, it's actually Will Shipley. Dude, these running backs have to pick more distinguishable numbers, man. You got 26, Saquon. You got 29, A.J. Dillon. You got 28, Will Shipley. It's like, when there's bodies flying around, man, I can't distinguish between a 6, 8, and 9. Gotta be like Tank Bigsby, who has a 37. Come on. 2nd and 11. Hurts in the shotgun. Rolling to his right. Had a clean pocket. And will lose a yard, I think. What kind of spot is that? There was 0 chance that he got back to the line of scrimmage, and they're saying that he picked up half a yard. Unbelievable. All right, we got 3rd and 10 coming up for the Eagles here. Ball at the 29. I can't distinguish between 6, 8, and 9. Like I said, only when it comes to the jerseys and when you got people on top of those players, I can barely tell the number. All right, I've never been a numbers man myself, just in general. But when you got like 300-pound linemen on top of people, I'm not going to be able to tell what that second number is. All right, we got a shotgun and false start. Oh, snap. Did you see that referee, dude? Woo! He was like, boom. Faked us out with that call. He's like, it's on the deep. No, it's on the offense. Psych. All right, 3rd and 17 after the false start here. 3 receivers to the left. Hurts looking, throwing it deep over the middle. He's got a man. Oh my God, he catches it inside the 30. The Philadelphia Eagles in field goal range. Wow, dude. And that was Riley Moss on the coverage. Just got absolutely burned. What was a 3rd and 17 has now turned into a 1st and 10 ball at the 26 of Denver. Two receivers to the left. Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his right. Hurts looking, throws to the left sideline, and incomplete. But there is a flag on the field. What? That's a bad call, man. Because they're both kind of grabbing at each other. All right, 1st and goal, ball at the 2. Handoff. Nope. Play action and touchdown, Philly. Nice little toss to Dallas Goedert, running a little flat towards the right side of the end zone. And that was a Singleton on the coverage. We got 7:20, and Elliott makes it a 7-point game here. Wow. Let's see what the heck that. Yeah, that throw to Devonta Smith, 52 yards through the air on 3rd and 17 from their own 22. I still don't agree with that penalty on Sertan, man. So there he was grabbing, but Brown was also grabbing before he was trying to get to the ball. But then if you look at Sertan, man, he locates the ball, and then, you know, bats it away. I think it was because he didn't let go. Once he kind of located the ball, he kind of kept his hands on Brown. That maybe was it, but I don't know, man. AJ Brown is a pretty big guy. Like those are the kind of penalties that I wish the NFL would try to do something about. But regardless, man, the Broncos defense, man, after you give up a 52-yarder, you don't. I don't know. I don't know. You might deserve to give up a touchdown after that one. All right, the kick is away. Caught at the 5, to the 15, to the 20, 25, and taken out of bounds at around the 28. Once again, the rookie A.J. Harvey on a decent return, but there is a flag. Holding on the Broncos, so that'll wipe away a decent return. And that's on the safety, L.J. Skinner. This is starting to get flag happy. Yeah, man. Which is the worst kind of happy. Yeah, seriously, I wish they would just kind of let these guys play. Like, these are two premier defenses. You know they're going to be physical. Like, let them be physical. And it's not like the Eagles' offense is a finesse team. They're a physical team as well. Great throw to the left seam and picks up a first down. And that is who is that? Who is that? Shepard? Just a great throw by Bo Nix, man. Sorry. Trent Sherfield. Undrafted in 2018. Spent his first 3 years in Arizona and now has been with the Broncos since this season. So, okay. Bo alone in the shotgun. Quick throw to the right and will pick up about 5 or 6 yards there. Getting it out to the rookie running back, R.J. Harvey. All right. Under center, and that'll be blown dead. There's a flag. It's going to be a false start on the Broncos, man. All right. Broncos are kind of shooting themselves in the foot here, man, with some penalties, some badly taken sacks that knocked them out of field goal range. And obviously that defense giving up some big chunks through the air as well. All right, 2nd and 9. 2 receivers stacked up on the left. Bo in the shotgun with a running back to his right. Hands it off, and that goes basically nowhere. Maybe a yard for J.K. Dobbins. Ingram wearing number 1 for the Broncos is dumb. Elam was a great kicker. Oh, yeah, dude. Wow, dude, that is a... That is a freaking pullback, dude. Yeah, Elam, dude. He was a Bronco for freaking forever, man. Quick throw and hit as he throws. I think it's going to be incomplete, so 4th and 8 coming up. Bo Nix getting hit from the blind side. Luckily, it's going to be not a fumble. Yeah, the tackle just beat. Yeah, the tackle just got beat there around the edge. Heck yeah, man. Blitz, man. Blitz 2000 was a game that I played probably way too much of as a kid. I think it warped my idea of what football should be. And the punt is a decent one, actually. A nice little Nice little roller there for the Broncos. Yeah, how long did Elam play for, man? So yeah, he was a Bronco from 1993 to 2007. Insane. And then he spent 2 seasons with Atlanta and retired in '09. Yeah, Jason Elam, man. Legend. Broncos legend. It's insane. But yeah, man, Blitz 2000, man. Oh, dude, that was such a fun game, man. I remember having like the cousins over, and we would just basically just do tournaments. You know, there would be like anywhere between 4 to 6 of us. It would just play, man. So whoever got, you know, first round bye here and there, boom, you just keep it going, man. It was so much fun. The physics in that game made no sense, but perfect, perfectly video game arcade style, man. It was like after the play was over, it became like a borderline Mortal Kombat game. You're just like, all right, let's see what I can do. How can I tackle this guy? How can I punch this guy? Can I drop kick him? You know, things like that, man. It was hilarious. That was probably the best part of like that game because if you're losing and you're getting your butt whooped, you can let your frustration out by literally just beating up the other players in between the plays. It was awesome. Ooh, the cheerleaders have nice uniforms today. Oh, David, the your eyes, man. Oh my god, that's hilarious. To be honest with you, I didn't even notice the cheerleaders at all. That was hilarious. Relatively simple controls, and yeah, post play antics were hilarious. He's going postal. Oh man, dude, so good, so freaking good. They need to bring that game back somehow. Jalen shotgun throws to the right and not on the same page as Smith, but Bradley Moss will be caught for a penalty here. It's going to be pass interference on the Broncos. Yeah, believe it or not, the team that I really like to play the most when it was like Blitz 2000 were the Broncos actually. Those uniforms for the Broncos were just killer, man. It was them. The Bengals had a great freaking uniform, and then I'm trying to think here. Atlanta's black Falcon was always a great logo. And a quick throw to the left, and Smith brought down for no gain. Philly trying to do a little bit of a misdirect there, trying to pitch it, pretend like they're going to pitch it to the right, and then Hurts turns around and throws it to the left. Oh, there it is. Highlights from the Saints game, and it looks like they came up with a big play to try to come close to tying that game up. And looking, throws to the right, finds Smith, and will pick up a first down for the Eagles, man. This Broncos defense, a lot of holes underneath, man. Some big, big coverage holes. Hey man, the Giants defense is gonna do what they do. That is give up big chunks of plays through the air. Fakes the handoff. Hurts throws to the right, finds AJ Brown, and he'll pick up another first down against Patrick Surtain. All right, we got less than 3 minutes left here in the first half. Two receivers to the left. Hurts in the shotgun with a running back to that left side as well. A.J. Brown alone to the right side. Looking, throws to the left. He's got. Wow. Did he catch that? And they're saying he caught it. I think. Nope. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. Oh boy. Yeah, we're popular with the bots today. So we're gonna go to commercial break while they look at this potential catch. All right, guys. I will be right back. I gotta grab some caffeine, man. I'm not fully awake. I feel like so. Be right back. There we go. All right. So official word on the play: incomplete pass. Second and 10. Ball at the 48 of the Broncos. Handoff to the left, and that'll be a gain of about 2. Saquon, man. I would say outside of like 2 or 3 runs, man, he has been kind of held in check for the most part. And he's kind of been held in check for most of the season, to be honest with you. I think he along with some other like impressive running backs like Jacobs, like all these guys that had big seasons last year for their team. I think they were all averaging like less than 3.5 yards per game. Oh, sorry, per carry. My apologies. All right, timeout used there. So 3rd and 8. Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his left. And it's going to be a false start, it looks like, on the Eagles here. Devonta Smith. I think he was when he was in motion, going kind of towards the, going across the formation. I think he expected the ball to be snapped immediately. Right, 3rd and 13, back in their own territory at the 49. 2 receivers stacked up on each side. Hurts looking, has time, and is going to be taken down for a sack back at the 47. Loss of 2. And that was Zach Allen and trying to see here, Nick Bonito. Look at that, man. Nick always making plays for this freaking Broncos team. Hey, let's freaking go, man. Hey, we got 4 people watching, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you leave a like on the video. Subscribe as well, man. We just hit 100 subscribers not too long ago, and we're trying to continue to kind of build the channel. So, but regardless, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And these bots are killing me today, man. I wouldn't mind the bots if they liked and subscribe. I'd be willing to keep them around. All right, Denver got the ball back. The ball did go into the end zone for a touchback, so. All right, we got 1st and 10, ball at the 22-18 left in the half. Denver down to their only timeout here. Bo looking, and we'll just throw it away. Bo Nick's trying to do a little too much, man. Holding on to the ball a little more than he should. Just get rid of it, man. All right, Bo in the shotgun, running back to his right. Nice little screen. He's to the 20, to the 25, 30, gets a first down, and down near the 35. The clock will continue to run, but it's going to hit the 2-minute warning here in Philadelphia, with the Eagles on top of the Broncos 10-3. All right. Going to commercial break here. When we come back, the Broncos will have a 1st and 10, trying to get some points here before the half. And don't forget, guys, after this game, we are going to be doing the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals for that late afternoon game. That should be uh, hopefully not a blowout. Let's just say that. Obviously, the Bengals are without Joe Burrow. They're they weren't super great on defense to begin the season, regardless, and now their offense is struggling to get the ball down the field to try to be balanced. Their running game has not been great. I think coming into last week's Monday night game, they had yet to have a single rusher with 100 yards after basically 4 weeks. So yeah, that was the Bengals are going to be a tough team to watch for their fans and for us, but hopefully they can kind of give us a little bit of a shootout here against a Detroit team that is seemingly back on track after a rough week 1 against the Packers. Since then, Detroit has looked like one of the best teams in football. So, yeah, we'll see. All right, Bo, quick throw to the right side. Gets it out to a nice little screen, and I believe that is Troy Franklin getting it down across the 40. All right, forward receiver set. Bo in the shotgun with a run back to his left. Over the middle, and the ball is nearly intercepted by Cooper DeJean. The ball was behind Tyler Batty. Batty trying to stick his hand out there to try to catch it, bats the ball up in the air, and Cooper DeJean nearly coming away with a pick. We got 3rd and 5 coming up here. There's a 69. Nice. Chance the Bengals cheerleaders put on a better performance than the Bengals football team. I think might be higher than 69. Deep throw, and just no one in the vicinity of that throw. And the Broncos are going to have to just punt this one away. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the heck happened there, man. It looks like Franklin was either expecting a flag because he felt like he was being interfered with, or he just kind of almost gave up on the play. And it'll be fair caught at the 12. Philadelphia has a timeout here, and it's going to be 119 left in the half. All right, first and 10, forward receiver set. Hurts in the shotgun with a running back to his right. Ball officially at the 11. And the ball is, I think, going to be tipped at the line, so incomplete, trying to get it out to Devonta Smith, who has had a pretty good day so far against this Broncos secondary, specifically against Riley Moss. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we got two receivers bunched up on that left side. Hurts looking, dumps it underneath to his backup running back there. That is Shipley with a nice catch and run for about 4, maybe 5. And that'll set up a 3rd and 6 coming up for the Eagles. That would be a great time for a pick 6 here. Let's go. Come on. Hurts. Shotgun takes the snap. Pressure and out of bounds. 4th and 6 coming up. Hurts ends up on the ground on his butt. Ooh. And that was the big man, big number 99, Zach Allen, laying a hit on Jalen Hurts. Also, number 99, man, always a great number on a big defensive lineman. It's a perfect number. Punt is away. Caught at the 40. Returned near the 44. Great coverage. Great punt coverage there by the Philadelphia Eagles, man. It looked like Mims is going to have a lot of room to run. Not the case. And the Cowboys, man, coming off a tie against the Green Bay Packers. And now they are up big over the Jets. All right, we got 52. Man, dude, these last 2 minutes of this game are taking forever. Or sorry, the last 2 minutes of the half are taking forever. We got 52 seconds here. We got 3 receivers set, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Bo in the shotgun with a running back to his left. Bo has some time, and we'll get it out to his receiver. He'll lose about 2 or 3 yards, and the clock will continue to run. Second and 13. Forward receiver set. Bo in the shotgun with a running back to his left. Throw to the left, and it's incomplete. Nearly caught, nearly intercepted, nearly caught again, and then finally falls to the ground. Holy cow. Dude, both of these teams suck on third down, man. Broncos 1 of 7, Eagles 2 of 6. All right, three receivers to the left side. Bo looking, breaks the pocket, throws it deep to the right, and it'll be a penalty, I believe, on the Eagles. All right, well, looks like they're picking up the flag here. See, these referees are just way too freaking happy to be just throwing flags. So if that's not a penalty, then how is the Patrick Surtain one not a penalty? Yeah, dude, I don't know. To me, that's inconsistent. If you're gonna call Patrick Surtain on the Eagles touchdown drive for pass interference, when he looked back and actually located the ball, he actually got his hands on the ball to break it up. How is that not? I don't know. All right, it'll be fair caught inside the 10 there. We got 8 seconds left. I'm assuming Philly is just going to take a knee here and get this one to halftime with a 7-point lead over the Broncos. Woo, let's go, man. We got 6 people watching, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you're enjoying the game. And hey, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe. Helps out the channel and the video a lot. And yeah, we're going to try to keep it going, man. We got 2 more games after this one to stream. So look forward to those as well. Thank you. All right, man. We are going to be at halftime here in Philadelphia with neither offense looking that explosive. The biggest play of the game was that 52-yarder to Devonta Smith, basically down the right sideline. Bradley Moss just kind of getting burnt on that one. After that, there hasn't really been anything too explosive. Neither offense is really getting the ball down the field consistently, like on 5, 6, 7 yards. There's just been a lot of rough looking coverage at times from both teams, and then their offense just kind of goes cold at that point. So again, both 2 really good defenses. The coverage hasn't been great from the defenses, but for the most part the pressure has been there. The tackling has been really solid. Both offenses can't really seem to run the ball that well, which is not super surprising for the Broncos, but very surprising for the Eagles, especially with the players that they have at that position. All right. So let's quickly look around the league and let's update on some scores. All right, with 10 seconds left in the first half, the Cowboys are absolutely smacking the New York Jets 23-3. With basically halftime coming around the corner here, 3 seconds left. The Giants are on top of the Saints 14-13, just a 1-point game there. I think the last time we checked, the Raiders were up 3-0. Well, now they're losing 20-3. So 20 unanswered points by the Colts there. Not too surprising against a Raiders team that is just really struggling, man. Geno Smith has not been the same Geno Smith that we're used to seeing over there in Seattle. Um, it's not super surprising. I think you saw some regression with Geno last year. That's why they were kind of quick to move on from him and sign Sam Darnold. And on top of that, the supporting cast that he has is definitely not as potent as it is in Las Vegas. So not too surprising there. Plus the Colts look like a pretty darn good team this season. Dolphins on top of the Panthers at halftime, 17-10. And then finally the Texans just absolutely smashing the Lamar-less Baltimore Ravens, 24-3. The Ravens on the verge of dropping to 1-4 on the year, and who knows when Lamar is going to come back. It could be next week. I think he was almost 50-50 to kind of start, but at this point, man, I don't know, man. It's like, do you really want to rush him back in? Because if it's one thing if he misses 2 weeks and you're kind of 1-5, maybe you can go on a run. But if you try to put him in too early and he ends up re-injuring whatever he has and makes it worse, and potentially out for the year, then for sure your season is done. So yeah, the Ravens better turn it around in the second half. Otherwise, they are going to be dropping to 1-4. So yeah, man, that's basically where we're at here. Obviously, the Eagles on top of the Broncos, 10-3. The only touchdown was that little Dallas Goedert flat route there towards the right sideline. Sorry, towards the right side of the end zone. And I'm just looking at some highlights here. Spencer Rattler just throwing it deep, man. Shaheed with a deep touchdown. CJ Stroud looks like he's having his best game so far this season. 3 touchdown passes. Yeah, Geno Smith, man, 134, 1 interception. Has thrown a lot of interceptions this season. Daniel Jones, dude. Obviously, the Dolphins are without Tyreek Hill. Darren Waller catching another touchdown. But yeah, so far that is it, man. That is all we have around the league. Looks like there's going to be some blowouts for sure. Some lesser teams kind of continuing to just fall apart, and then some of the teams that are, whether they've started out hot this season or beginning to grow more momentum. Colts obviously are a team that has looked great almost all season, and then the Cowboys are a team that just seems to be getting better and better as the season goes on. And from the looks of it, actually, the Saints took a late lead there before halftime. They are up 16 to 14 over the Giants. And let's look at the old fantasy team here. Let's see how they're doing. Probably not doing super well. It's been a rough 2 weeks for my fantasy team, man. Ever since CeeDee Lamb got hurt, it's been rough. It's been rough. All right, Tyler Warren looking good. And Skellaboo, not too bad. Hopefully he can score a touchdown here in the second half against the Saints. And Wandale Robinson, not looking good. All right, basically that is it, man. Not too many players that I have right now that are playing, so. But what about you, David? How are your picks looking, man, around the league? All right. So we got Bo Nix, 10 of 21, 78 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. J.K. Dobbins, just 7 for 28, averaging about 4 yards per carry, which is not too bad. My picks today are not great. Baltimore, Las Vegas, even the Giants aren't holding up their end of the bargain. Monsters, man. Monsters. Yeah, I knew that New Orleans and Giants game, both defenses are not good really at all. And both offenses, it kind of depends, but right now the Giants looked like the safer pick. You know, Jackson Dart, they got some decent weapons offensively. But man, the New Orleans Saints, I knew they were gonna be able to put up some points as long as they did not just decide to turn the ball over at every chance they had. But yeah, Spencer Rattler in that offense, they look solid right now. So all right, Troy Franklin, leading receiver for the Broncos, 2 for 25. Tyler Batty, 1 for 16. Alex Singleton with a sack. Wua Zuruke, probably butchered that name, also has a sack. And then Zach Allen and Nick Benito combining for a sack there. So 3 sacks for this Broncos defense, man. They have looked solid. Again, the biggest stuff is penalties and then those big chunk plays in the passing game. If you look at the Eagles, they've had a little bit more success on offense. Hurts, 13 of 19, 138 through the air, 1 touchdown, no picks. Saquon, 5 for 30. A.J. Dillon, 2 for 12. Devonta Smith, 4 for 75. A.J. Brown, 4 for 35. And Grant Calcaterra, 2 for 18. Dallas Goedert does have that 1 touchdown. That is his only catch of the game. It went for 2 yards. And then Zadarius Smith with the only sack. But it was a big one, though, and knocked the Broncos out of field goal range, which could have made it, I believe, 6-3 at the time. Just trying to make sure I'm not missing a thing here. All right. I think we're good here. I think we're gonna actually be heading back to the game. It looks like second half is about to start for the Broncos and the Eagles here. Let's go. (31-3) Texans. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. When I said the Ravens better turned around, I didn't think they were gonna do it. It does not look like they will. All right, kick is away. Return to the 15, to the 20, and tripped over the 25, down near the 26. All right, we got first and 10. Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his right. Fakes the handoff, rolling, and trying to get it to Dallas Goedert. It'll be incomplete. Good coverage. Good pressure on the quarterback as well. That's not how we meant for you to turn around. Well, you know. I meant one thing, the Ravens heard another. Either way, not good for them. Second and 10. Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his right. Over the middle, wide open is Smith, across the 40, 45, and down to the 47. Devonta Smith is closing in on 100 yards receiving. Whew. 96 yards for Smith. Hurts in the shotgun, hands it off. Nope, fake. Gets it out to Dallas Goedert. He'll be in Broncos territory, down to the 48. And that'll be a 2nd and 4 coming up for the Eagles, man. They're looking good. Getting the ball out quickly, kind of taking advantage of the coverage that is kind of soft right now. Hurts in the shotgun. 3 receivers to that left side. Running back to his right. Hurts looking. Lofts one to the right side. Wide open. To the 10. To the 5. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley. Wow, man. Dude, that was quick, man. Less than 2 minutes into the second half, Eagles drive down the field. A little double move there by Saquon, faked him out. Thought it looked like he was going to go to the flat, and then just turns it into like basically a wheel route. Just towards the right sideline, and then cut it up the field. Saquon Barkley. Damn. Yeah, 4 passes, 74 yards. Wow. The Packers fan in me has sad face panda. The part of me that picked the Eagles to win this game is okay with that touchdown. And the extra point is good. And the Eagles, man, are beginning to slowly pull away here. All right, well, let's look around the league real quick. Let's update on some scores that might have changed. So, Cowboys still 23-3 over the Jets. Like I said, the Saints 16-14 over the Giants. Colts still leading by 17. The Panthers have kicked the field goal to cut the Dolphins' lead to just 4. And as David said, the Texans now leading by 28 over the Ravens, who are about to punt this one away to the Texans again. So that game could be getting even just more out of hand. Come on, Roy. Ba-ba-ba. Yeah, over the last couple of weeks, man, the Packers have lost a lot of ground that they secured through the first 2 weeks. Between a loss and a tie, and almost seems like everybody else in the division just keeps on winning, along with the Eagles, along with some other teams at the top of their divisions. Man, Packers better get healthy and better get situated because this I think this season in the NFC, man, it's gonna be more competitive than it was a season ago. To the 15 to the 2025, and the Broncos with a decent return, but there's a flag. There's a flag, and usually that means it's going to be on the return team, typically. Yep, holding Broncos, so that good return will be basically wiped away. Yeah, so far it's been a game of missed opportunities, man. There's been a couple deep throws, deep shots by Bo Nix that have either been on the money, but they've been dropped, or they were just slightly overthrown, or as David puts it, overthrows. Hand off to the right, and Dobbins not getting back to the line of scrimmage will lose 2 yards. Back at the 17-yard line. All right, second and 12, three receivers to the left, Bo in the shotgun with a running back to his right. Takes a snap, throws it quickly to the 20-25, and will pick up nearly the 12 yards that they needed. Heck of a job, man. Picks up 11, and that sets up a 3rd and short for the Broncos. And that was the rookie R.J. Harvey, man. Once again, Bo took the snap, boom, got into position, and just delivered the ball, man. 2 steps, get it out. All right, looks like we're going to go for a QB sneak here. There you go. The horsepower push there. There we go. There's a big gap to the right of the center there, man. Nice job. Honestly, I think if Bo would have stayed on his feet and just hit the hole, he probably could have picked up an extra yard or 2. All right, 2 receivers split out to the left. Bo in the shotgun with a running back to his left. There's going to be a false start here. Yep, this has been killing the Broncos all throughout this game, man. Just penalties. They've either just kind of moved them out of field goal range, kind of messed up the rhythm. Obviously, it makes it harder because you lose yardage. But there's been a couple where a good play has had to come back because of plays like that or penalties like that. All right. Blitz by the Eagles. Bo going to take off and run. He's to the 30, 35, breaks another tackle, and will pick up the 1st down or be very close to it. I think they're going to mark him half a yard shy. So on 1st and 15, Bo Nix makes 2 defenders miss, including Zach Bond, and picks up 14 and a half. Captain Mickey Mouse, what's going on, buddy? What's going on? Fullback, running back here. Hand off to the fullback, and it's a 1st down across the 45. The pile continues to move, and I think they're going to spot it at the 46. Captain Bass is not back yet, Dave. If you're wondering, he's off for this game tonight, but Matt Mellon and the other is back in. Oh, okay. There we go. All right, Bo not liking what he was seeing here. The play clock was running down, so the Broncos are going to have to burn their 1st time out here. Stopping the clock at 9:43. Yeah, Vic Fangio, man, the D coordinator for the Eagles there, spent, I think it was 3 seasons as the head coach for the Broncos there towards the end of the 2010s, early 2020s. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, across the 50 to the 45 to the 40, and down near the 37. Explosive play there by J.K. Dobbins, it looks like. Woo! That run was supposed to go to the left, but then he saw just a massive hole right up the middle and then cut it upfield. Great job by the Broncos offensive line, man, just moving everybody to the left there. Another handoff. This one gets about 2 yards down to the 35. All right, Bo Nix in the shotgun, running back to his right, single receiver to the left side there. Takes the snap, looking pressured, and will throw it away, but there might be intentional grounding here. Still no indication of a flag here. They might let the Broncos get away with one here. Yeah, because there's yeah, there you go, intentional grounding. Yeah, Bo has just been a little slow to get rid of the ball, man. Like, it's just that half second. I think if he would have thrown it a little bit earlier, he would have gotten it past the line of scrimmage and also a little bit closer to a potential receiver. Also, his running back completely whiffed on a block there, so that did not help. All right, after the intentional grounding here, ball back at the 48 of Denver. Bo alone in the shotgun. They're giving him everything underneath here, and we'll pick up only about 4 or 5 yards. That was a great defensive play there. Yeah, dude, Zach Bond, man, ever since he came to the Eagles, man, has just been one of the best middle linebackers in the NFL, if not potentially the best. The guy had a historic freaking season a season ago. All right, another punt here for the Broncos. Fair caught at the 9 yard line, it looks like. Damn. Colts 32-3 over the Raiders. Texans 34-3. Yeah, like we got a bunch of blowouts here, man. Cowboys still up by 20. If the Eagles score here, they'll take it to a 3 possession lead. Regardless if it's a touchdown or a field goal, it'll be a 3 possession lead. Dorian Williams out. Oh, that's not good. Neck injuries, yeah, never good. Wait, is it Dorian Williams or Dorian Strong? But yeah. Either way, not a great injury there. Good for the Colts. They have been having a good season. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, the Colts have really turned things around offensively, man. And not to be a downer, because I don't want to take it away from what they're doing, like as a team. But that kind of you have to wonder: is it potentially over for Anthony Richardson with Indianapolis? First and 10. Broncos showing pressure. They got 5 guys on the line. Hurts in the shotgun. Quick throw to A.J. Brown, and he'll pick up about 7-8 yards. Brown a little slow to get up. Let me see here. Both out for tonight's game in Buffalo. Ooh. Now, Buffalo, they're deep defensively, so that's a good thing. Handoff. Nope. Play action. Gets it out to Dallas Goedert, who will pick up a first down along the right sideline. Goes out of bounds. We got first and 10, ball at the 28 here. Hurts in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. It's going to take off and run. Breaks the tackle to the 30, and will pick up about 3 yards on the QB scramble. Is run out of bounds. All right, we got 2nd and 6 here. Pressure, and Hurts has to get that one away. Took a hit as he threw, and that'll set up a 3rd and 6. I like what Van Joseph is doing here, man. He's like he knows that he cannot allow this Eagles team to just drive down the field, not only killing as much clock as they can, but also scoring a touchdown. You don't want to go down 3 possessions to anybody, let alone the defending Super Bowl champions. Because that defense, man, that Philly defense, once they smell blood, man, they're just going to pin their ears back and they're going to go. All right. Quick throw over the middle, and A.J. Brown unable to catch that ball. Patrick Surtain with great coverage, able to get in between Brown and the ball. Oh, also the ball was thrown behind as well. So, good coverage, not a great throw, incomplete pass. Punt is away, and it'll go out the back of the end zone. Broncos with some decent starting field position here. And we got 5:17 left in the third. To be honest with you, this is kind of what I was expecting. I was expecting the Broncos to score at least a touchdown by at this point. Hopefully they can get one here, but yeah, man, I knew the Eagles were going to start out slow offensively. I knew the Broncos defense was good. Like they've been one of the best defenses for the last handful of years, to be honest with you. And then the Eagles, They have a great front seven. Their secondary is opportunistic. Um, and their offense, once again, in the second half, they tend to turn it on, especially once you start getting closer to the fourth quarter. They've done that this season. They did that last season. And yeah, if I was the Broncos, man, you would want to start faster against the Eagles. But to be honest with you, it hasn't helped a lot of teams that had big leads against the Eagles there. The Rams had a big lead in the fourth quarter. They lost it. And then the Buccaneers were able to almost mount a comeback against these Eagles last week. Came up just short, but it looked like it was going to be the Eagles blowing out the Buccaneers for a while last week. And then Baker and that Buccaneers team, man, able to kind of make it close. Yeah, if I'm the Broncos, man, I try to see if I can get these linebackers to start kind of moving sideline to sideline. Try to open up some other holes over the middle. Try to hit them like behind the coverage there a little bit. Fakes the toss. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Run it, run it. He's to the 25 and slides at the 26. There you go. A nice little fake toss to the right. Moves those linebackers that way. And that opened up some running room there for Bo Nix. All right, we got 2nd and 4 here. Handoff. Dobbins, and he'll pick up half of the yardage that they need. So 3rd and 2 coming up. Every time I see Wettenberg, number 60 for the Broncos, I keep on thinking of Whataburger. You know, my Texas people, if you know, great place. Great place. Haven't had a Whataburger burger in probably close to a decade, man. Ooh, still hits the spot, though. Throw to the right and just out. Mims got his able to get his fingertips on it, man, but just a little too high for him. Just a little bit of a bover throw for Knicks on that one. And caught at the 28 to the 35 to the 40 and down near the 43. The Eagles offense going to have great field position to start this next drive. All right, man, we got 3:43 left in the third. The Broncos trying to keep this one close as we head to the fourth. Let's look around here. We got Cowboys up 30-3 to the Jets. Saints have extended their lead to 19-14 over the Giants with the fourth quarter coming up in that game. The Colts, man, just absolutely just routing the Raiders, man. It is 40-3. 40 unanswered points by the Indianapolis Colts. Dolphins still have a 4-point lead over the Panthers. And the Texans, actually, no, the Ravens able to score a touchdown and reduce that deficit to 24. All right, Hurts under center here. He's going to toss it to Barkley, but there's a flag, and it's going to be a false start on the Eagles. That is the 12th penalty of this game, man. All right, 1st and 15, ball back at the 39. 5 receiver set, 3 to the right. Hurts has all day, launching it deep down the field and unable to connect with A.J. Brown. And that was just a bad miss there by Jalen Hurts. Oh, a nice little double move on the safety. All right, Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his left. And the ball is up and nearly intercepted. Hokfana, man, the former San Francisco 49er, man, he was the one who batted the ball up in the air, and it literally nearly dropped in his lap. Denver's defense nearly coming away with a massive, massive turnover there. Let me see who's out for the Pats tonight. Gotcha. Keep us posted, my man. Hurts looking, and down he goes for a sack. And that is a big, big defensive stand there by the Denver Broncos, man. That is Nick Benito with a sack. He now has 1.5 in this game. All right, man, to punt this one away. And caught at the 20 to the 25. Nearly stumbles to the 30 and out across the 35. Marvin Mims with a really solid return of about 17 yards. Eagles punter is gingerly walking to the bench. All right, we got first and 10, ball at the 36. Bo in the shotgun, running back to his left, and also a running back behind him as well. Receiver in motion, play action, throws it underneath to the 40, and a nice gain of about 5 or 6 there for Evan Ingram, the former New York Giant. And update in the Giants game. It looks like Skidaboo fumbles and the Saints return it for a touchdown. 86 yards. All right. Toss to the left. Dobbins has some time and he's got space enough to pick up the first down. Yeah, we really haven't seen a whole lot of RJ Harvey in this game, man. He was used a lot more against Cincinnati, and he was pretty effective, especially in the passing game. All right, we got first and 10. Harvey now in for Dobbins. He splits out wide to the right. Bo alone in the shotgun. Oh, he's going to have to roll out to the right and unable to connect with Marvin Mims. And then I think that was just a miss by Bo Nix, man. Yeah, unfortunately, that ball dipped a little earlier than it probably should have. All right, Bo under center, toss to the right. RJ Harvey to the 50, to the 45, and picks up about 6 or 7 yards there, setting up a third and manageable for the Broncos. Klon Schlossen did not participate out. Ooh. All right, third and 2. 3 receivers to the left. Bo in the shotgun, looking, and he gets it out to Courtland Sutton down the right sideline. Nice pickup there. There you go, man. Courtland Sutton, not many passes thrown his way so far, man. He's been going up against, I believe, Mitchell for most of the game. Yeah, just a great catch along the right sideline. Picks up a first down for the Broncos. They are in Eagles territory. All right, ball officially at the 37. Woo! Quick throw, great reaction time. Courtland Sutton, man, getting it down near the 42. All right, man, that is going to be the end of the third with the Eagles on top of the Broncos, 17-3, but the Broncos are driving and they are in field goal range as of right now. Oh, you got it, my man. Oh, yeah. And the Jets have doubled their point total with another field goal there, making it 6-30. They are losing to the Cowboys still. So every single game except for the Dolphins and Panthers game that is currently being played is a double digit or more lead for one of these teams. Cowboys are up by a full 3 possessions, 24 points. The Saints are up by 2 possessions, 12 points. The Colts are up by what is that? 5 touchdowns basically. Uh, and the Broncos obviously down by 2 possessions here, and then the Texans with a 4 possession lead, up by 31. Yeah, just a lot of blowouts right now, man. I guess you could say the Saints and the Broncos games here is still could be close. A touchdown for either team trailing can make it close again. But yeah, man, oof, got some rough games, man. Some rough offense, some rough defense in some of these games. All right, 2nd and 5, ball at the 33. Handoff, Dobbins patiently to the 25, and he spins his way inside the 20 for a first down for Denver. Let's go. So far, this has been Denver's best offensive drive so far. I think this is the furthest they've gone into Eagles territory in this game. Ooh. Beautiful spin move by J.K. Dobbins, man. Just absolutely spun Blankenship right off of his feet. All right, 4 receiver set. Bo throws to the left, finds his man, and will pick up a first gain of 11 by Troy Franklin, and it'll be inside the 10. And it'll be 1st and goal. Handoff up the middle, and Dobbins fighting for yardage and gets it just across the 5. It looks like it. That'll be a nice gain of 5 yards up the middle. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not what you wanted, man. It looks like there's going to be Mike McGlinchey, the tackle for the Broncos, is down on the ground. Yeah. Oh my God, man! My kicker just got injured, or has been injured. Had Schrader, the kicker for the Colts. Apparently, he got injured sometime in the 2nd quarter or the 3rd quarter. Man, these last 2 weeks, man, have not been my weeks, fantasy wise. It's been rough. It's been rough. All right, Texans able to tack on a field goal there, up by 34 now. All right, second and goal. Looking over the middle and incomplete. And there's going to be a holding penalty against the Eagles here. So that'll get the Broncos a little bit closer and an automatic first and goal. That was against Quinyon Mitchell there. Working on Cortland Sutton. All right, jumbo set here for the Broncos. Handoff up the middle. Dobbins gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver, man. We got 13-11 left in this game, and the Broncos just hit pay dirt for the first time. And look at that, man. Extra point is good, and the Broncos have cut the deficit down to just 7. Give me 1 second here, man. Gotta adjust the old seat here. They got you got Bo Nix picking his nose. Hey, let's go, man. We got 5 people here watching, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Please make sure you leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to get this channel a little bit higher. Keep it going, man. We just hit 100 subscribers not too long ago, and we're going to try to keep it going, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you. Call it at the 2, return to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, 25, and down near the 27. And hand off to Barkley. He's going to get it to the 30, down to the 35. Saquon Barkley with a nice little run up the middle. Uh-oh. Holding. It's coming back. It's coming back. Nice move on the Green Bay. So pick 6 time. Pick 6 time, man. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, you're talking about this one? Right here, this one? Yeah. Yep. All right, that penalty will move the Eagles back inside their own 20 down to the 18. First and 20 coming up. Hurts, shotgun, quick throw, gets it out to Smith, who will get it down to the 25. Gain of 7. Second and 13 coming up here. Three receivers on the right side. Hurts in the shotgun with a running back to his left. Looking, he has time. No pressure. Throws it deep to the field and incomplete. Unable to find anybody down the field, man. Oh no, that Texans game has been out of hand for a while. Last time I saw it, they were up 34 points. Yeah, man. I think if Lamar was healthy, I would be surprised by that score. But the Ravens defense, man, has not been good this year. They have been awful. And that Ravens offense has not been great, even with Lamar and Derrick Henry healthy. Pressure, gets it out of it, and a sack! And down he goes at the 22, and Denver with another sack of Jalen Hurts. That is, I believe, the 5th sack of the day. Yeah, they had a little corner blitz. Hurts did not sense it. He was more worried about the pressure coming from the left. And then when he started to take off, try to break the pocket, he did not sense that corner was coming after him, man, and he brought him down from behind for a big sack. Caught at the 30, trying to go towards the right sideline, and gets tripped up back at the 27. A heck of a tackle there by number 36. Yeah, that was a McMillan with a sack on Hurts. Great, just chasing him down for a sack. Cooper Rush. Yeah, yep. Yep. Yeah, man, I remember watching a couple Cooper Rush games last year when he was with the Cowboys. It was rough. So yeah, none of this surprises me, man. I saw Cooper Rush at least 2 or 3 times last year, and it was ugly then. And I'm so happy I don't have to stream that Baltimore game because that would be just miserable. I feel for Baltimore fans today. Anytime your starting quarterback is a Cooper Rush, it's going to be a bad day, typically. All right, Giants have the ball with 6:30 left, but they are still down by 12 points. Colts are once again running away with it. It's just a matter of what the final score will be, but they were going to get back on the winning track after pretty sure losing last week. That Dolphins and Panthers game still close, still just a 4-point game. All right, we're back here. 1st and 10, ball at the 28. Bo Nix in the shotgun with the running back to his right, little orbit motion, and throws it down the field, and he has a man. across the 45 down to the 46. And that is Evan Ingram, the tight end, with a great catch. High pointing that ball and then bringing it down. Ooh. All right, two receivers to the right. Play action and great throw, man. Great timing throw, back shoulder throw. Cortland Sutton gets the Broncos into Eagles territory. Ooh. It's a gain of about 13, maybe 14 on that one. All right, Bo Nix, man, he's starting to feel it here. Single receiver to the left, Bo in the shotgun with a running back behind him. Pitch to the right side, RJ Harvey trying to get to the corner. He will, and he picks up anywhere between 5 to maybe 8 yards. Depends on where he stepped out of bounds. Yeah, Harvey able to beat the linebackers to the edge there and picks up 5 yards. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Broncos. Ball at the 35. All right, we got a jumbo set here. Condensed formation for the Broncos. Bo under center, single back in the backfield. Handoff. Dobbins brought down for no gain on that one. It'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Ooh. I think the left tackle crashing down. All right. 2 receivers to the left. Bo in the shotgun with a running back to his left. Has some time. Quick throw, and we'll get close to a first down, but there is a flag, and we're going to see who is it on. And it's going to be on the Broncos. Evan Ingram, offensive pass interference. Yep, there it is. We got 8:35 left in this game. There was nothing obvious there that should have been called, in my opinion, but it is what it is. 3rd and 15, Bo over the middle, and he finds his man. Oh, he's loose to the 20, 15, and run down at the 12. Cortland Sutton, wow, man. A deep in route. Bo hits him perfectly timed. Got the first down, and then there was about 3 different Eagle players that were right there. They just terrible tackling, bad angles, and Bo Nix able to get it down to the 11. 1st and 10. Play action. Over the middle, and he stays on his feet to the 5. Touchdown, Denver! Wow, man. And then apparently I never moved the ball to show possession for the Broncos. My bad, guys. Wow. 7:26. Evan Ingram. Does he keep it? Yeah. Knees are up. Ball is over the line. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this one up. Dude, it looked like the Eagles were about to just run away with this one. But that Broncos defense, not only did they start getting a lot more pressure on Jalen Hurts, started to really tighten up in coverage, and now the Broncos defense coming up big. Oh, they're going for two. Play action. Gets it out. 2-point conversion is good, and the Broncos have taken the lead. Wow, man. 7:36 left in the game, and the Broncos have scored 15 unanswered points to take the lead midway through the fourth. Damn, that was a good throw. Good throw, good route. Wow. Well, at least we get one comeback here. Football and pancakes, man. Yep, Baltimore lost. Their clock is 2:50, and I'm watching you on my TV. Hey, heck yeah. So you're saying this big head is even bigger on the TV? Oh. That's awesome, man. Let's freaking go. I was a little worried, man. I was a little worried if the Eagles scored a touchdown when it was still 17-3. I was like, oh man, it's gonna be a blowout. It's gonna be no, man. Broncos have come alive on both sides of the ball, man. Their defense putting pressure, bringing down Jalen Hurts, and then on top of that, the coverage has been a lot better in this late stage of the game. And then their offense. Special teams. Oh, just as I was complimenting the Broncos, their special teams give up a huge, huge return. Shipley able to get it across the 40. And that's going to set up the Eagles with great field position with a chance to retake the lead here with either a field goal or a touchdown. Mm. But back to what I was saying, Broncos defense looking better. Now their offense, once again, 15 unanswered points on their last two drives. All right, Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his left. And he gets it out to Devonta Smith, who's across the 50, and it will be about a yard shy of the first. They are in Broncos territory. No wonder Cooper Rush sucks. He threw 3 interceptions, it says on Google. Dang, dude. Cooper Rush just catching strays on this stream. Cooper Rush is bubble screen there, and Smith picks up the first and will get it near field goal range here for Jake Elliott. But there is a flag on the field. That was a gain of 8 on the catch and run. But an eligible man downfield for the Eagles, and that'll wipe away a first down. And that was on the right guard, Tyler Steen, the third-round pick out of Alabama. Google told me that Josh Allen can't finish postseason, so. Whoa, hey, whoa, hey, whoa, hey. We're all friends here, man. We're all friends here. Hand off. Barkley brought down for a loss of 1, and that'll set up a 3rd and long for the Philadelphia Eagles here. But to be fair to Josh Allen, he's got a hot wife, so, it kind of balances out. All right, we got 3rd and 6. Ball at the 47 of Philly. Shotgun, pressure, gets it out, but it's going to be about 3 yards shy of the first. Once again, Van Joseph sending a perfectly timed blitz from the right side there, corner blitz. Forced Hurts to try to get that ball out sooner, and only picked up 2 yards. It'll be 4th and 4 coming up. All right, we'll see if the Eagles actually go for it here, or are they just trying to get this defense to jump off sides here? Because it's 4th and 4. Hurts alone in the shotgun. Barkley motioning out and back. They snap the ball. Pressure over the middle. And great catch by Devonta Smith down the left sideline. But there is a flag on the field. And based off Sirianni's reaction, it might be on the Eagles, and it is illegal shift. That'll wipe away a great throw and catch for a first down. Yes, the Texans, I think they only just recently won their first game. So they are about to get their second win this season. So 17 penalties in this game. 8 on the Eagles, 9 for the Broncos. All right, man to punt this one away. And the Broncos with an opportunity here, man. If they can salt away the rest of this game. Not a great punt here. It'll be just past the 30 down to the 31. Yeah, I think the Texans only just won last week. I think they were 0-3 to start the year. Yeah, they lost to the Rams, the Buccaneers, then the Jags, but they were able to shut out the Titans last week. And now they win big against a really, really rough-looking Baltimore team who drops to 1-4 on the year. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 32. Oh, nice little loft to the tight end. He gets it across the 40 and stays in bounds. Smart play by Troutman, moving those flippers and staying in bounds to keep the clock rolling. Texans are now 2-3. There you go, man. Unbelievable. 5 games into the season, the Texans are above the Ravens on the season. Yeah, unfortunately, the Ravens look like one of the worst teams in the NFL right now. Toss to the right. Dobbins picks up about 4, maybe 5, getting it across the 45 down to the 47. I wouldn't consider, if the Eagles lose, if they lose today, I wouldn't consider this a massive upset, but a pretty big one, to be honest with you. I think everybody was for sure picking the Eagles to win this one. But yeah, man, this would be an impressive win for the Broncos. 2nd and 6. Fakes the handoff, and Bo nearly getting sacked. There is a receiver in the area, so I don't think he's going to get his second. I don't think they're going to call him for his second intentional grounding here, so. Yeah, it didn't get past the line of scrimmage. Oh, they are. Wow, man. Never mind. Intentional grounding on the Broncos. Huh, I wonder if it was better to take the sack. I think you would have lost the same amount of yards, but the clock would have been at least kept rolling. I don't know, man. I've seen that play happen for guys like Drew Brees, Tom Brady all the time, and they don't call it. And okay, replay assistant has adjusted it. They have taken away the penalty. So it is 3rd and 6 for the Broncos. All right, we got a single receiver to the right. This is a big one, man. This is a big one. And catches it inbounds. First down, Broncos. Cortland Sutton. Wow, man. Quinyon Mitchell, man. Early in this game, Mitchell was getting the best of Sutton. Now, Sutton has just been taking advantage of the young corner, man. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Panthers refusing to let the Dolphins get away with a win. So, who really is the worst team in the league? The Bears. Dang, right. You know, you can throw the Vikings in there, too. Why not? And the Broncos will take a timeout here to avoid the delay of penalty. Oh no, no, they take the okay, they take the 5 yards. 1st and 15. That was weird. I would have taken the timeout after 1 second, but okay. Dude, that really gonna. What is it when the Broncos get the ball? I never move the ball over to them. All right, run by Dobbins, and he'll get it just shy of the 40, gain of just a yard or two. From the looks of it, I think the Eagles have used their first timeout here. A lot of drunk Philly fans in the stands right now. All right, it'll be 2nd and 14. Clock is stopped at 2:37. The Broncos trying to salt this one away. Those aren't drunk Philly. Just, fair enough. Fair enough. Ooh, that referee was he was all up with Sean Payton there, man. He's like, listen, coach, man, right up there after the game, man, me and you, bottle of wine. What do you think? You know, Sean Payton was all smiles. He's like, ooh. He's like, you smell good, man. And the referee's like, I know, man. Thank you, thank you. You know, he's like, oh, what is that? He's like, oh, it's Scentbird, you know. And then yeah, you know. Also, this video is sponsored by. No, I'm just messing with you, man. I don't have sponsors. All right, we got 3 receivers to the left. Bo Gets it underneath to the 35, down to the 29. A big, big catch and run by Cortland Sutton. That makes it third and about 2. Keeps the clock rolling. Forces Philly to use a timeout here, using their second. Wow, man. 2nd and 14. Bo delivering a ball over the middle. Wide open Cortland Sutton. And Cortland picking up 12 yards. And on top of that, in field goal range as well. All right, Bo under center, single back in the backfield. Play action, gets it out to RJ Harvey, and he is down for a gain of maybe 1. Great job by Makuba with a great one-on-one tackle on Harvey. There is a flag, though. Unnecessary roughness on the Eagles, man, after the play. And that'll be an automatic first down. Zach Bond. Yeah, I can see it. Harvey was kind of already going down to the ground, and then Zach Bond just comes in and lays a shoulder and put basically his entire weight on Harvey's head, man. That is a rough, rough penalty against one of the best players on this Eagle squad. All right, so from the looks of it, it'll be 1st and 10, ball at the 14. And a run of 2 to the right side, and we'll see if the Eagles use a timeout here. I think they will. Yep. Oh boy, man. Philly on the verge of their first loss. Of not only of the season, but going all the way back to the regular season as well. I think they finished last year with trying to think here. Was it 9 wins consecutively so far for them? Did I seriously never change the... Wow. Sorry about that, guys. Wow. All right, now the Broncos will use a timeout. They were kind of late getting out of the huddle there. Sean Payton always has one of like the biggest play call sheets I've ever seen. It looks like a Cheesecake Factory menu. He's like, all right, we're gonna do play action, tight end flat to the right, but also I want the pork sliders, please, as well. All right, 2nd and 9, ball at the 13. Single back in the backfield, single receiver to that right side. Bo hands it off, and it'll be good for a yard. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning here in the 4th. Now I want cheesecake. Thanks. I know, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If it makes you feel any better, I want some cheesecake too, and I don't have any. Maybe I should order some. Yeah, you gotta DoorDash some food, man. All right, man. This game is gonna end soon because I got another game to go. My goodness, come on. All right. Banana, 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 banana. Woo, let's go, man. We got 5 people watching here towards the end. If you're just joining us, man, the Broncos have scored 15 unanswered points here to take the lead. And they've gotten some help with some flags, but also just some great play calling. And we just hit the 2-minute warning, and they have a chance to put this game away with either a touchdown or potentially kick a field goal and try to see if their defense can hold up again. It's gonna be a wild one, man. It's gonna be a surprising game, regardless. I don't think anybody had the Broncos really winning this game, let alone being ahead this late in the game. Play action. Bo looking. He's going to scramble, and he slides down, loses a yard on the sack, but the clock keeps rolling. Don't worry, Dave. They haven't kicked off for the Lions since oh yeah, no, they don't. I think they kick off at 3:25 my time. So we got about 12 minutes here. Got about 12 minutes. All right, Broncos will use their final timeout here to stop the clock at 1:14. They will send out Will Lutz to try to make this a 4-point game here. which would force the Eagles to try to score a touchdown to try to win the game. Oh, false start. Oh, no, actually, no, it might be against the Eagles. Oh, boy. Oh, no, it is on the Broncos. Ben Powers. Based on metrics for postseason appearances, the Browns and Raiders are the worst. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. All right, this will make it a little bit of a harder kick for Will Lutz. This will move it back to the make it a 36-yard field goal. Kick is up, and it is right down the middle. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. And the Broncos have scored 18 unanswered points here to make it 21-17 with 1:11 left in the game. But you got to say good job by Philly, man. They were able to hold them to a field goal to give themselves a chance here. The last thing they wanted to give up is a touchdown. Because regardless whether it was a touchdown and an extra point, you were going to be down by 8, or if the Broncos were brave enough, if they got the 2-point conversion, they would have made it a 2-possession lead. The only good thing is the Eagles don't have any timeouts, so they won't be able to stop the clock and stretch this game out even further. So that's a good thing. All right, caught right at the goal line to the 15, to the 20, 25, and that's where they will start, right at the 25. Heck of a tackle. Heck of a tackle. All right, 106 left in the game here. 2 receivers to the left. Hurts in the shotgun with a running back to his right. Pressure, and down he goes for another sack. Back at the 21, Nick Bonito, along with someone else, being able to bring down Jalen Hurts. I think that is 6 sacks for the Broncos defense. Another one dumps it underneath to Barkley, and he will be taken down just shy of the 30. Clock continues to run. 35, 34, 33, 32. Barring an insane throw down the field, I don't think the Eagles are going to be able to make it happen here, man. Let's see. He's got time. Over the middle, and incomplete. A great defensive play by Barron, knocking that one away, and that forces the Eagles to go for it on 4th here. 4th and 7. Oh, the Giants dropped to 1 and 5. Jumped. Oh, there we go, man. Saints getting a big win. That was huge for them. It's a tough one for Jackson Dart, man. Welcome to the NFL, dude. It is not easy to win in the league. 21 seconds left. 4th and 7. The Eagles need this one if they want to keep their hopes alive. And no! Flag late in the game. They're going to call Skinner for a flag on Dallas Goedert. 15 seconds. I mean, Goddard was already going down. All right, 15 seconds left. With that penalty, the Eagles will get it right at the 46. Remember, they need a touchdown, not a field goal here. Probably looking at Hail Mary territory and gets it just inside the 30. And they will have maybe 1 to 2 cracks at this. So that means Philly could have an easy win on the Giants. Yep. Basically. All right. So just by the looks of it, we're probably going to be a little late for that Detroit game. I probably won't do my usual kind of wrapping up here. We'll try to do that during that stream. Throw to the right and nearly intercepted. Dallas Goedert looking for another flag here. 3 seconds left. 2nd and 10. Now that one could have potentially been pass interference. But to me, the Eagles got a one that should not have been called earlier in the game, so it balances out. That's the way I look at it. It helped set up a touchdown for them. All right, this is it. 4 seconds left. This is the final play of the game. Wow. All right, Hurts looking, has all day to throw, lofting it to the right, and no! Incomplete. A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith take each other out. And the Broncos improve to 3-2, and for the first time in a long time, the Philadelphia Eagles will lose a game and they fall to 4-1 on the year. Yeah, Devonta Smith just jumped in front of A.J. Brown. Great job by Patrick Surtain. He got a hand in between there. Ooh. Wow. All right. Boom. That is it. Broncos upset the Eagles by scoring 18 unanswered points after being down 17-3. What a big win. That was bad either way because Broncos are dumb. Oh, my God. All right, guys. That is going to be it for this stream. I got like 2 minutes to basically set up the other one. Thank you so much. I will see some of you guys in basically the next 5 minutes. Thank you so much, guys. Once again, my name is Dave, and I'm